So last week when I was at Coachella, I posted a photo that was kind of like a close-up of my hair, my new big long dark hair. And I had a lot of comments and questions about how I actually did that particular hairstyle. So I thought today I would do a video showing you how I did it. So to get that lift and volume in the roots, I'm just going to start by blow drying it upside down. And I think the key with this look is that it looks kind of effortless and messy and like wild, but in a really cool way. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab like the front triangle of my hair pretty much. Oopsie doodles. Okay. Now, because I haven't had bangs for a very long time, they really want to kind of sit like that rather than sitting to the front. So I'm going to pop a little bit of mousse in here. Just a tiny little dollop, like that. And then I'm going to kind of twist this around a brush, but I don't really want height here. So I want to keep this kind of low. And I'm going to blow dry that downwards. See how that now wants to hang out at the front? That's what I want. All of that facing forward. Then I'm gonna split this fringe in the middle and wrap it around my brush the other direction. So you wanna angle it like that and then blow dry it outwards. Okay, so while I've got that shape, I'm just gonna pop a little bit of hairspray. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the rest of my hair, and I'm going to need the help of my Luxy hair extensions for this look because this doesn't quite cut it. So since I have darkened my hair, I have switched which Luxy extensions I use, and now I'm just using the ombre chestnut. So you can see that's a lot darker at the top there and then just has a couple of highlights, but it matches perfectly with my new dark chocolate hair color. So I've done a bunch of videos before on how to clip them in. I'll link them for you in the description below if you'd like to watch. Otherwise, I'm just going to fast forward through this section. Now, I don't want the clip-ins to sit too high with this because I need as much hair on top here as possible to put into that little half down, half up kind of shape. So it's not going to be blending perfectly because normally I would put these higher so there's less of my short hair visible. But these ones I'm literally just going to clip here, and the rest of this I'm going to play with. Okay, so now that I'm all clipped in, I'm going to go ahead and separate the top bit again because I want to tease just above the extensions to make sure that my hair covers them perfectly and you never see them poking through. So I'm just going to put some of this XXL volume spray. You can use powder as well. Anything that you have that kind of adds grit to your back combing. Now I'm going to start at the back here because this is where I'm going to want the most. Then I'm going to grab at the top back section and do the same thing again. Okay, and now I'm going to separate the top half of my hair and completely pull that out of the way. And in this part here, I'm just going to throw some loose curls. I don't want anything too neat or perfect, so I'm only gonna leave it in there for a couple of seconds, but I just want like nice waves going on. So then I'm going to do the exact same thing to the top layer. I'm only gonna do 2 layers, and I'm not going to worry about curling towards the top here because that's all going to go up anyway. So I'm just going to quickly go through and pop some curls in these bits. See how I'm starting that quite low? That's kind of what you want to do. I feel like it's a lot harder with this dark hair for you guys to see what I'm doing. I'm looking at the reflection and it all just looks like one big brown patch. So hopefully when you're actually looking at it on a screen, you've got enough definition there to see what's going on. Okay, so now that I'm all curled up, I want to put a little bit of grit in the top area here. So I'm just gonna run my fingers through there and just pop little bits of volumizing powder and just kind of rub that in so you can control this area a bit more. I'm just going to brush through all these waves to let that look smooth and dreamy. I'm just going to pop another quick bit of teasing in this back section there. I don't want to go like full 60s bouffant style. So sort of beehive hair, because Bridget Bardot didn't really do that. Like, she kind of wore the style but in a much more relaxed way. So it was never like this perfectly teased structure on top of her head. It was more like, oh, I just happened to wake up and throw this together. So the way I like to do this is to kind of gather this back section together and make like a little bit of a puffy bit at the back. And then I'm just going to bobby pin that down. A little spritz for good luck. Okay, and now what you'll need is a little elastic, and you just want to kind of loosely grab hair from either side. You want to leave a lot of pieces free towards the front and just kind of pull back on top of the shape that you've made back there, these side pieces. And then just tie that up with an elastic and go through and just push out the pieces that you want looking voluminous. So what I'm gonna do is quickly just hold that there and push it up a little bit and just pop a bobby pin in the base. So it's got a bit more support and doesn't kind of lay flat within half an hour of going anywhere. Now with the back pony, you can do like a little scarf or a little bow or whatever tickles your fancy. But what I like to do to disguise the elastic, and it's a bit more of a modern approach, is grab a little bit of hair from below that ponytail and just wrap it around the elastic. And voila, that is the look, totally done. Now, I have been rocking this look a lot because it's actually so easy to blend extensions. So if you happen to have short hair but are trying to wear long extensions, having a bit of a half up, half down look like this, which kind of scoops up most of your hair, is such an easy hack to be able to like wear these nice long locks but still tuck away anything that looks like a tiny little lob. So I hope you like this look. I'm noticing that this is becoming a real trend again, like that kind of 60s vacation effortless style that looks really feminine and kind of borders on bombshell to girl next door sweetheart kind of look. I really like how these soft bangs sort of frame your face and everything flicks out from there, and even like on side angle it looks kind of like you've got so much hair going on. So I just love this look right now, especially going from short to long again. I'm like, give me more hair! As always, I'm also a huge fan of the fact that it's super messy, because throughout the day I'm just gonna go like this and, you know, not be too careful with it because I just tend to run around and mess my hair up anyway. So I like that this kind of looks better the messier it gets. So for me, that is a top-notch hairstyle. And if you did like this video, please leave it a big fat thumbs up and make sure you subscribe for loads more videos coming. But for now, I'm gonna love and leave ya and see you next time. Bye!